I am often asked, what is the difference between organics and biodynamics? Both contrast drastically with the conventional chemical agriculture so common today. They both rely on rebuilding the soil's humus content and organic matter and strictly forbid the use of chemicals. Their similarities are much more numerous than their differences. After World War I, the weapons industry started selling their wares, potassium nitrates and phosphorus, for fertilizer. But this hurt the soil life. Dr. Rudolf Steiner gave a lecture course in 1924 talking about the need to refrain from using these chemicals and instead rely on soil building humus techniques such as composting. His work, later termed biodynamics, influenced Sir Albert Howard and Robert Rodale and other promoters of the organic movement a few decades later. How a farm maintains fertility is at the heart of the agricultural question. On a biodynamic farm, the livestock supply the fertility for the farm, and all the feed for the livestock is grown on a farm, just as all the feed for the people that work on the farm is grown there. It becomes a self-contained system where everything that's needed, even to making the compost piles, comes from within the farm itself. Everything we do on our farm allows us to be certified organic, but the reverse is not true. Biodynamics has stricter rules about what you can use on the farm and also has further requirements. An organic farm has a whole list of materials they can use to fertilize with, such as fish emulsion, cottonseed meal, potassium sulfate, calcium nitrate, a whole lot of stuff. And they can also use non-synthetic insecticides, such as pyrethrum and rotenone. Now, all of this is better than what commercial agriculture uses. But in the biodynamic method, we don't use any of these things. We find that building a soil humus with good quality compost is sufficient to grow crops and also to have healthy crops that don't require any kind of insecticide. This potato field has no Colorado potato beetle infestations at all, and that's oftentimes a big problem around Tennessee. Some biodynamic practitioners burn insects when the sun is in the constellation of Taurus, and then they use that ash and sprinkle it on the land to help give a signal that that species of insects isn't welcome on that piece of land. Modern organic farms also use compost and manures, but they don't have to be generated on the farm. Many biodynamic farms keep other livestock. We love to have the birds and the bees. The requirements of the biodynamic method are the use of specially prepared materials utilizing organic substances along with animal organs. This is horn manure, and this is manure that I stuffed into a cow horn last winter, and it's changed into a humus product. We potentize this horn manure by stirring a little bit of it in 3 gallons of water, stirring it vigorously for an hour. I'm going to sprinkle it on an acre of freshly tilled garden soil right before planting time. The horn manure preparation helps the earth and water forces to create a stable humus. Another preparation we make is ground up quartz crystals, such as Arkansas crystals, local geodes that we find in the creeks around here. And these are ground up and buried in a cow horn during the summer months. Again, they're stirred vigorously for an hour and sprinkled on the plants as they're growing to help the sun and the air forces to ripen the plants and make the food more nutritious. Here we have another biodynamic preparation that I just dug up. It's chamomile flowers that I made sausages with last year. This is the intestines of a cow that I put the chamomile flowers in. This resulting humus product will then be used in small amounts in all of our compost piles. The yarrow flowers are clipped off, so just the little bitty florets are used. They're sewn up in the bladder of a stag, that's a male deer. I hang it up in the sun during the summer and then bury it in the winter, and the humus product that is formed is used in small amounts in all of our compost piles. This is dandelion flowers sewed up into the mesentery of a cow. As this preparation will be buried in the soil for a year, and then when it's dug up, it'll have formed a humus product. Stinging nettle is another herb we use to make a preparation for the compost piles. Valerian is an herb that we use. We simply take the flowers, the little florets off of the ends of the flowers, and we make a tea with them, and this is used in the compost piles. We also make a preparation out of white oak. Again, small amounts of the ground up bark are specially prepared, and then the humus product that forms is put into the compost. We have found that these preparations are very simple and easy to make. They come from within the farm itself, and they create a truly superb compost that grows really healthy crops. Food, like wine, has a sense or a taste of the place where it's grown. By using all of our fertilizers from within the farm's borders, we can develop a unique farm individuality. That what a farm can export must be generated from within the farm itself seems to be the main difference between modern organic agriculture and the original model of biodynamics.
For inspiring garden tours, growing tips, and garden projects, visit our website at volunteergardener.org or on YouTube at the Volunteer Gardener channel, and like us on Facebook.